Good afternoon, folks. Dave Ripley, ASIPicks.com, Action Sports Investments. Today is November 5th, 2009, and let's get right down to it. This is picks on the board. I've got 8 games I'm picking for you today. I've got 2 NBA games, I've got 3 college football games, and I've got 3 NHL games. Those are all going to be on the board this afternoon. Before I get into those games, let you know which games those are going to be. Let's talk a little bit about my stats and records. You can actually, every day, you can go to my stats and records page, click on my stats and records page, and see how I'm doing. And last night, even though I lost my free video pick, my free daily video pick, which I couldn't believe, Orlando Magic at Phoenix, I thought they were going to both play a little slower, a little sloppy last night. And Phoenix, you know, they're traveling. They went to Miami a couple days ago. They were in Orlando. Orlando coming back from Detroit. And they were both relaxed, but Phoenix just plays no defense. I could have played point guard last night for the Orlando Magic and put up 25 or 26 on Phoenix. That's how bad it was. If you saw the game, you know what I'm talking about. But they both played loose. I mean, Orlando played loose. When they fly back home, these planes must be amazing. They must have like massagers in the seats and just, you know, all kinds of stuff, because they seem like they're more relaxed. In fact, there's teams last year that played better on the road than they played at home. So, you know, it's hard to factor in those traveling games in the NBA. Real tough. But anyway, yeah, I lost the game. I apologize, but I did go 7-3 in my NBA games last night. I picked 10 games, went 7-3. So I was happy about that. So congrats if you had a NBA package, you were in the money last night. I also want to talk NHL, man. I almost went undefeated in my NHL last night. I stayed up late. It's the reason I'm tired right now. Stayed up late to observe or to watch that late hockey game last night. And, man, I was just hoping that I would have pulled that one out, because I would have been undefeated, but I didn't. So I went 5-1 in NHL hockey last night, and that's still pretty darn good, folks. Pretty darn good. That's 83%. It's not bad, not bad. NHL, man, I'm doing great in NHL this year. Doing really well. So those are some of my stats from last night. Oh, the World Series, of course. I lost the World Series, and I won the World Series. I split it. I took the Yankees, of course. That if you had a baseball package or whatever, I told you to take the Yankees. You were crazy for not taking the Yankees. And, of course, they won, and they won handsomely. But I took the under in the game again. The under. It's killed me. 3 games, you know, or 2 games, I've taken the under, and I've lost. It just disturbs me. I thought pitching would have been, I'll be honest, I thought pitching would have been a little bit better for the Phillies. Other than Cliff Lee coming out, I think Cole Hamels didn't do that well. And certainly last night, Jerry Curl, hair, you know who I'm talking about, didn't do well either. In fact, you know, who's your daddy? You know, I mean, give me a break. I mean, Pedro's Pedro. I mean, he's obviously, you know, deteriorating. He's not as good as he used to be, and he certainly wasn't good last night, and he certainly wasn't good the other night. And, you know, they just couldn't get their pitching together. Other than the first game that Cliff Lee pitched, every game after that, their pitching was subpar. So, you know, you just got to factor in that they're good pitching, that the coach is making good pitching decisions and putting the best pitcher in possible. And the Phillies didn't do that, so they lost the World Series. All right, let's get right down to it. I've got 3 college football games that are going to be on the board tonight. The first one is going to be an interesting game. It's going to be Miami of Ohio at Temple. And Temple is actually playing, they're playing good this year. They actually are bowl eligible for the first time in, 50 years, 60 years? Poor Temple, man. How do they even get recruiting? Do they go to like their soccer team and their lacrosse team and their baseball team and stuff and just pick athletes off there? I mean, how do you even do recruiting at Temple? I feel bad for those people, man. Always a good basketball program. Football, not so hot. So we got a Miami of Ohio at Temple game. Eastern Michigan at Northern Illinois. And we got Virginia Tech at East Carolina. East Carolina's playing good. They could capture that Conference USA title. So East Carolina's doing quite well. So those are those 3 NHL or 3 college football games that I'll have up on the board later tonight. The 3 basketball games that I will have up, or 2 NBA basketball games that I'm going to have up, are the Chicago-Cleveland game and the San Antonio-Utah game. The San Antonio-Utah game is a late game. There's only 2 games available this evening, and I actually have picked both those, and one of those is probably going to be on my free daily picks tonight, or today. So you can log on to my free video daily pick, and probably one of those NBA games will be on there. 3 NHL games. I know that there's about 7 or 8 of them out there available, 9, but I'm picking 3 solid ones tonight. Montreal at Boston, Columbus at Atlanta, and Tampa Bay at Ottawa. So those 3 games will be on the board for people that have my hockey package, and you should do quite well. I did quite well in hockey last night. Man, I almost went undefeated in hockey last night. Almost went 6-0. Lost that last game. So there we go. So be sure to log on to free daily picks on the board. Free daily picks. You can get a free pick for tonight's game. It's probably going to be an NBA game. I might do a college football game. I'm not sure. But you can have a free pick on my free daily picks. And log on to my daily opinion today. I'm a little ticked off at something. It has to do with the Jordan family. So log on to my Dave's free daily opinion, and you can watch me rant and rave about the Jordan family. Also, log on to my stats and records page. If you log on to my stats and records page, I tell you every day how I'm doing by percentage, up, down, in 2009, as well as the previous day's picks, the previous evening's picks are all on there. So you can look at how I did last night, and it's on there as well. And it's posted every morning by 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you always have access to that. And that's the stats and records page. All right, folks, thanks for logging on to Daily Picks on the Board. Good luck today. If you got those packages, those should be available here a little bit later. And good luck.